Hi guys, welcome to the Knife Detector channel, and I'm the Knife Detector, the most interesting man in the world. No, I'm just joking. I'm not. But I like knives, and if you like knives too, then you are in the right place, my friends. Here we talk about sharp things, pointy things, how to sharpen them, how to use them, and all kinds of weird things. So if you like those things, then you're in the right place. So today we're going to talk about jumbo trappers. Those are bigger than normal trappers, right? And I've got 4 of them here to show you. And so many major knife makers make jumbo trappers. They make that type of knife, but I've got 4 of them, so I'm going to show you who makes those, and I'm going to tell you about each one. But before we get into that, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and do it right now. Yeah, give some time. 3, 2. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and do it. It helps me a lot. It helps my channel. And then it also helps you out by bringing you some quality entertainment, I hope. So we're going to start off with not a big trapper. Check out this guy right here. This is actually a little copperhead. This is another example, guys, of example. That's actually pretty cool. Example of how you can make a mistake on eBay. I saw this on eBay, and it appeared to me that this was actually, I thought maybe, okay, maybe it's 3.75 inches, maybe 4 inches big in the closed position. And I looked at the beautiful bone right there. There, it's kind of like brown. If you flip it over to the other side, it has kind of like a greenish tint to it. Really nice looking bone on this knife. And I sprung for it. You know, I bought it. It's a 2-blade copperhead. I paid 25 bucks for this little knife. And as it turns out, it's kind of small. It's about 2.5 inches. And I did not ask for the size. And I think this is even called a little copperhead 3 or something like that. It's got 2 little blades, as you can see right there. Real sweet little knife. And I normally don't carry knives this small. But, you know, look at how pretty this knife is. I mean, come on. Why not? I mean, this is a lovely little knife. The bone handle is great. I give it a little sharpened up, no problem. It's got that little spay blade there. Very nice. Because it has 2 blades, it's almost kind of like it's a trapper too. But it does say copperhead, I believe, on there. You be the judge. Yeah, copperhead 3. Very sweet little knife. Look at that. I think I overpaid for this one. I think I actually paid like 18 bucks for this one. But we're going to leave this little guy as like a mascot over here, I'll tell you what. All right, so let's start talking about these bad boys. And I wanted to get this video out because I want to start carrying this one. This is my newest edition, but the very first jumbo trapper that I got was this beauty right here. Look at this beautiful blue bone. Look at how rich that is. Look at that rich Corinthian bone. I'm just kidding. That's from a commercial, rich Corinthian leather. But look, this is a more maker, guys. It's a more maker. Notice how the badge is on this side, but not on this side. Wonder why. But more maker, made in Matador, Texas. Now, I heard tell that Queen made these knives. As you can see, it's got some type of like carbon steel. I think it's 1095 and very, very sharp. And it already has some discoloration there from age. This is an older one. Maybe it'll tell us the year on the other side. More maker, Matador, Texas. And let's see. Did you hear that snap? Very, very sweet. Yeah, let's look at that. Well, this is a 52. Is that a 5206 made in the USA? Don't have my glasses with me, but I think that's 5206. I guess that's the code for the style of the knife, right? And this is a liner lock. Very large liner lock so that you don't accidentally cut yourself. So we're going to close that. Half stop. Look at that. Real sweet, guys, right? Now, let's open the one that's not from a liner lock. And the thumbnail is on the other side. And again, we have a little bit of a spay blade. Very sweet. You can tell I haven't used this one very much because I love it so much. More maker, Matador, Texas. I need to start using it. 1997. That's the year. 1997. 1997, guys. Can you imagine? How old is that knife now if it was in 1997? We're 2026, 29 years old for that beautiful jumbo trapper. Okay, so a regular trapper is about 4 inches long in the closed position. A jumbo trapper, it's a little bit bigger, and as you can see, a little bit wider. It's like twice as wide as a regular trapper, twice as thick, and it's like maybe another quarter inch or inch and or half an inch longer in the closed position, and it's definitely heavier than a regular trapper. I'm not a huge trapper guy, but you know, it's not a style of knife that I collect very much, the regular trappers. But you know what? Let me bring I have a few of them, and I started collecting them because one of my best YouTube buddies, David Curley, he gifted me one years ago. It's an orange case beauty, and I have it locked up right. But let me see if I can grab one of the trappers I have lying around so I can show you the size comparison. I believe that is a whiskey bent trapper right there. And check out the size of this one compared to one of the big ones. I guess let's go with the one we're looking at, the Moore Maker. Here you can see that it's definitely wider, and the Moore Maker is wider, and it is longer than the regular trapper, right? Even the blade, that's the spay blade. Let's pull out the spay blade on this trapper and compare the two blades. There you can see it's nearly twice as wide, and the thickness maybe twice as thick. It's like basically double the trapper, right? Double the trapper. So I guess naturally it would be more expensive. We'll put this guy over here. Excuse me if you see a fly. I hate flies with a passion, and there's one that's just falling around here. Hang on a second. And oh, I think I missed it. Dang it! Landed on my wife's purse. I think I missed it. Okay, so in any case, that's a beautiful Moore Maker. You know, sometimes when they dye this bone, some of the natural color of the the bone starts coming out. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Man, I really have to start using this one more. It's just that sometimes I like to keep knives as nice as possible, but this is a real beauty. And as you can see, I haven't used it too much. This has been largely a safe queen. If you were to want to find one of these and buy it, first of all, it's very rare to find. I don't think there's any of these on eBay right now in this configuration. There are definitely jumbo Moore Maker trappers, but I don't know about the blue bone. So yeah, it's a real beauty. You could probably expect to pay over $100 for this knife. If you were going to try and find this knife, maybe 125, 150, something like that. But all right, guys, let's move this one up, and let's check out the next one down. For the next jumbo trapper we're going to look at, let's go ahead and let's look at this Marbles right here. Okay, now this Marbles you can find in Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and look at how beautiful that red bone is. That is really a beautiful red bone, and it's lovely. And I love this trapper because first of all, I love bone covers on knives, right? But this particular trapper right here is not expensive at all. It's what I consider not expensive at all. You can probably get this for $26 on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And they make these particular Marbles jumbo trappers in different configurations. They have like a white bone, I think, that kind of looks like fake stag, and they have a green one, and I think they have a brown, and this is all bone stag. It's not really stag, but it's made to look that way. They're just lovely, lovely knives, and they have a half stop, and there you see it says Marbles, and this got a little bit of use to it, as you can see, because I have been carrying this around. This is a China knife made with 440 stainless. Very, very sharp, and this thing is still sharp. It's retaining its sharpness, even though I've used this quite a few times. There's this Beyblade, very nice. Look at that, just real sweet knife. And for the money, I mean, it's hard to beat. It really is hard to beat this level of quality and beauty for the price. So if you can land one of those jumbo trappers from Marbles, they're plentiful. They're out there. They're on eBay, and they're in the SMKW website. Get yourself one because it is super, super nice. Okay, it's like having a trapper, only bigger. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Now we're going to look at this one. Now this one is aptly named. We're going to check out the name for that one. Put this over here for you to look at. Move this down a little lower. Yeah. So this one is called, that's on the other blade. Sorry about that, guys. thumbnails on this side. This one's called The Trapper. Look at that, how original, right? And this is the main blade, the drop point blade, extremely sharp on this knife. And this is made with stag, and I love stag handled knives. It's polished up real nice. It's just gorgeous. Look how wide that is. Very, very sweet. Yeah, I love this knife. Haven't carried it also. Gonna start carrying it more. Look how shiny and gorgeous that is. Yeah, this one is called the Trapper. So we're gonna close that. Man, half stop, and it's a guillotine too, guys. Just like that. Now we have a little etch on there, and that looks like a quail and what? A weasel or something? Let me know if you know, guys. A quail and a weasel or something. And that is Parker Imai. It's a Parker Imai knife. That means it is made in Japan. Surgical steel, and this is a K77. Those of you guys looking for this out there, there are some of these on eBay right now, but again, you can expect to pay for this one probably like 75, 80 bucks for one this nice. With a lot more use, you might be able to get one for about 50 bucks. But it's really sweet. It's a sweet knife, amigos. These big trappers, they're just large and in charge. They would be at home, you know, at a steakhouse, at a burger joint, or if you're out hunting with your buddies, they'd be at home in all of those areas, okay? Let's go ahead and open up this marbles one too, so you can kind of see them all there for comparison, right? Very sweet, right? Isn't that a nice little big trapper collection? And we'll open this one. I don't know if this will be even in frame, but we're going to open this one and kind of put it back there. No, it's not. Move this a little lower. See how small that one is. Okay. Now this guy, look at this beautiful aged bone. I mean, let's just look at that for a minute. There is a stabilized crack right here. And looking at that, you can probably guess what brand that is, right? It's just a beautiful knife. And nickel silver bolsters. And this has some age to it. I think this is from the 80s. Let's open her up here. And as you can see, we have the same pattern. We have what appears to be a quail or something and a weasel. Somebody please tell me if you know what that is. That means that this is the same knife as that one. So this has some beautiful bone. That one has stag. It's a Parker Imai. Okay, is this also a K77? Let's see. Well, this one says Japan on it. And it says surgical steel. That one's also made in Japan, but I didn't see where it was written there. This one's had a lot more use, as you can see by the scratches, but not by me. There's even a stain there that looks like it might be blood, but that's not my blood. It might be rust, but I think it might be blood. So I'm going to have to clean that out. I bought this, and I haven't used it or carried it at all because I wanted to show it to you guys. And we do need to clean our used knives for reasons like that. So yeah, let's close that blade. And I'm going to get back and clean that later. And then let's open the spay blade, which is actually, no, that was the spay blade. This is the drop point. Man, the drop point's had quite a bit of use, but it's still all there. And that's where it says the Trapper. And I don't see where it says K77. So I tell you what, I think this one might even be older than that other knife. What do you think? I think this one might be an earlier version. So maybe late 70s, early 80s on this one. But I really like this one, guys. Just the age to it, the beautiful bone in there. It's just, I love the colors on that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so let's put that open right here for you guys, and let's remove this little trapper. No room for little ones, just big boys right there. And I want you to get a glimpse of all of those. Now, oh, that fly just flew through here. Isn't that a thing of beauty? And that's the thing about knife collecting. There's something for everyone, and there's so many different styles to pique your interest. So I love this hobby, and I want to get more people into this hobby. So all of you guys that are barely starting out, and you like the flippers, you like the liner locks, the frame locks, and you like the ball bearings, you know, on the pivots to make it, you know, flip open really quick. don't discount some of these old-timey knives, guys, because these old-timey knives, that's where it all began. This is what your grandpas had, your grandmas, your aunts and uncles, your moms and pops. This is the kind of thing they carried back in the 80s and 70s. This is the utility knife that they used to use. Sometimes they would even use these things as tools where they shouldn't, like screwdrivers and things like that. But this is where it started. So it's okay to be with your buds and somebody pulls out this Kaiser or this Concept or any other of those knife brands out there, right? And then those new ones, and then all of a sudden you pull out an old Taylor cutlery, an old Parker Cutco, or you pull out a modern traditional knife like the Marbles, or even something like a Moore Maker, right? Imagine that. All right, guys, that's been another one by the Knife Detector. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Go ahead and do it now so you don't forget. You didn't do it before because you weren't sure, but now you know. You truly like this video. I know it. Y'all take care. God bless you. And carpe de knife. Tomorrow's an opportunity. You might find something new. Check out the pawn shops. Check out the garage sales. Check out the flea markets. And check out the bay. All right, guys, take it easy.